So hello everyone and welcome back to our COBOL programming series. In today's session, it's all about array and tables in COBOL. Array is also known as tables in COBOL. Like if we talk about arrays, are the fundamental concept for organizing and accessing data effectively. They allow you to store collection of related data and manage them using simple construct. Like if you talk about this today's session, by the end of the session, you will be having understanding how to define, initialize, and process array in COBOL, or we can also say table in COBOL, along with the practical example of single dimensional, multi-dimensional, and the search operations. So without wasting a time, we should just deep dive into our today's topic. Okay, before we start today's session, let me introduce to you programmers.io. We are a global software development company specialized in both legacy and modern platform. At programmers.io, we work with technologies like COBOL mainframe, CICS, S400 IBMI to help business to maintain and modernize their critical systems. Since our founding is in 2012, we have been trusted by Fortune 500 companies to deliver reliable, scalable, and effective solutions. So this is the was the intro from the company I belong, and I'm proud to be a part of. So let's now move on to today's agenda. Into this session, we will be covering the following topics. Like we will just introduction to array and tables, what they are, why they are important to that, defining arrays using the occurs clause for the single dimensional and the multi-dimensional, initializing and populating arrays, setting up arrays by default and dynamic values, accessing element using like some transversing the array into that multi-dimensional array, understanding the nested occurs in the practical application into that, like also using search and update tables, sequential search and dynamical updates, how we can dynamically update it, tips to use array for the practical effectively, like how we can use this effectively in the practical documentation of everything, and the real life connection, that how we can use that in the real life and how it has been helping us in the real life. So let us begin with an introduction to array and tables. Okay, so why do we use array? First of all, without starting with why do we use array, first of all, what is array or table? Array and table is the same thing only. In COBOL, arrays are called tables, so we can say the same thing. It is not a difference, because when I was also in the starting of something, when I was learning COBOL, I was also having a doubt like there is no array in COBOL. Why? It is the same thing only. Arrays is only the table, so these are both different in the name. So what is array? Array is a collection of similar data element stored under one name. In COBOL, arrays are referred to as a table. I already said that. Why do we use array? Like the first question is what array is cleared now. So why do we use array? The second question arrived to store and process the data effectively, to reduce the redundancy in the code, like to difficulties and something like that, to manage a large data set with ease. If we talk about the real life application, array are the most common you will use in the business scenario, like storing customer data, processing the monthly sales, managing the employee record if you want to manage that. So it is the been used everywhere in that, and it is the most common thing if you talk about something in the programming. So just moving to another slide. Like array in COBOL defined using the occurs clause, that you haven't. Occurs clause is new for us, so just putting the more emphasis on that. Like there are two types of array, we all know, single dimensional and multi-dimensional. So single dimensional array basically are, these are the simple list, such as a list of customer names. Just assume that it is a list of customer names. Like there's a example, syntax example also of that. So like if you are seeing that 01 is on the level, we are using just putting the customer name on the table, and there are 05, there are, it will occurring 10 times, so it would be having a storage of 10 customer names into it. So that's why it is called an array and table for storing the data types, similar data type into it. So just moving towards the practical explanation of that, that how can it would be, how to people just putting that some detail into that. Okay, I think that it would be program 16th. Yeah, it is program 16th. Okay, so basically what I have done, that it is not a big program or something like that. It would be like it has been difficult in defining and everything. It is very simple program for array, and an array are used in very simple ways in that. Like here, what I've declared a group variable ws table, and I've just given the value. I've assigned the value programmers into that. Like, and I have told you that occurs. It would be occurring 5 times. So what, and in the procedure division, just displaying the 1D array. It is called 1D array because we are just using the single aspect into that. So in the 1D array, we'll just displaying 1D table, and which is WS table. So in WS table, we'll just be given the value into that. So it will just displaying the things that we have, and it will be just displaying again and again and again and again into that. Okay, so I think that we should just move ahead with that. And what will be occurring 5 times? Just see the result, and I will be just explaining you more about it, that how it is working in COBOL. I think it is program number 16. Yeah, program number 16. Compiling it. Like, don't see that it is a different, difficult process. I think that you might be used to with this now. Like we have compiled many programs into that. That's why I'm just coming with the straightforward into that. Let me just put. That's why I'm just directly coming into that. That now we are a bit more comfortable with all the things, and we're just getting used to it. In the starting, we used to feel that yeah, things are difficult and something like that. But when we while we are working again and again, we just get used to it. Okay, so yeah, here we are. Just let me put that in the side. I think. Yeah. So in 1D array, we are seeing what we are seeing. Programmers 5 times. Why it is coming 5 times? Just jumping back to the problem again. If it why we it is working 5 times again, because we just wrote programmers, and we have occurred, we have just wrote here occur 5 times. If I would be writing 5 times, 6 times, it would be again occurring 6 times. It would be if I write 10 times, it would be occurring 10 times. I will be having a result of 10 times continuously having the same thing on the same line, and it would be just representing the same, like 1D table, program 5 times. Okay, so you do behind saying, but Harshit, why I am getting a feel like it is a loop only? It is a loop. It is like the iterative method, but I just want to make it clear. What is the difference between a loop and a array? If we are specifically talking about COBOL, if we are taking about loop, it goes like if I just let me okay, yeah. If we are talking about loop, it will be coming just to the base condition, checking the condition, just going to the up condition, just by printing that. Then it will be coming to the check the condition, then it will be going to print the value, then going to the check the condition, that will be going to print the value. But in array, it is not like that. It is just when we have declared it 5 times, it would be going 1 time and declaring, printing it 5 times. Then it would be coming again to the main section after that. The control will be coming again back to the procedure division and the head of that. So this is the difference between the loop and the array. Like in the starting, why I mentioned this, because in the starting when I was learning COBOL, I was also sorry for that. I was also having some the same issue, that our tables and loop are bits. Why I'm feeling that these are similar. So this is the difference between a table and a loop. Okay. So if I just put 6 here, what will happen? Just let me see. And if you have confusion that why there is WS table, so you have to see the previous lecture, that why there is W table. If I just summarize that why there is W table, because it is a group variable. We have written the name of this. We are not writing the value of a local element. We are writing the value of group header into that. That's why we have written WS table into that. Just saving it and compiling it again for our purpose, they would be able to let it is the same thing only. Just compiling it. Okay, just executing that. Saving it for once. Just executing that. Oh, what would you be expecting? I'm expecting six programmers. One, two, three, four, five, six. I am correct. I just said you into that occurs six times. So it is printing six times now into that. Same thing that we have discussed into that. Just moving towards the presentation and discussing the other things into that. I think you got 1D array and 1D table are been working in COBOL. We will be seeing table rather than array because it gives a more feeling that we are in COBOL and something like that. So just we will just going towards another. Okay, yeah. Defining an array, we have just went through that. Okay, and accessing element array. How can we access an element into array? Like if we talk about accessing an element, there are many things by we can access the element. There are subscripts and indexes by which we can handle or access any value of the specific value into that. Like in the syntax also you can say that we have written perform varying. Why have we written perform varying? Because I want to just use to declare that again and again. As varying with index of 1 and 1 until WX index is done and displaying the customer WS index. I'm just accessing this directly. I'm just accessing WS index directly. So this is then how we access it directly in arrays. And like I already told you that subscript, how subscript is accessing, it is accessing on the basis of position, that how the subscript been accessed. And always value, if you are using subscript, always validate that the subscript before using that. Because many times we have a runtime array, runtime error into that when we are using subscript. Why subscript has been used? It was used to transfer array from one position to another position. Okay. Just moving ahead with that. Multi-dimensional array. Multi-dimensional table extend to a concept of single dimensional array to a multiple level. They are defined using nested occurs clause. Like if you see that in the example also we are using what we are using, storing sales data of 5 region across 12 months. Just explaining it again. I know it is a bit different from others. So just explaining it again. Storing, like what we in the example, what syntax example, what we are doing, we are just storing that storing the data of sales data of five region. Like I've written five region occurs 5 times, so I'm storing the five region data across 12 months. So of the every month I'm just storing that. So that's why I have written to that. To access an element into that, we have to specify both the dimensions. Like the first one we have just defined into that 0, 5, and then five times, and then I have declared 12 times. So in the monthly salary and that it would be using that. Like we don't use multiple LLM much, but when we are using it is for data analyzing and making the reports and something like that. At that time, this multi-dimensional array is very important into the picture. So just going towards the example of multi-dimensional array now. Okay, so just going towards the example of multi-dimensional array, just clearing that out. Yeah. So what I have done here, I have declared a table, I have declared a table which is on the 0, 5 level number, which is WSA occurs 2 times. I have declared 2 times. What value I want to in 2 times? I want COBOL 2 times, and the another parameter I have declared occurred 2 times on the another level number, on the exceeded level number. What it is? WSD pick X of 12 value programmers. So what if you think what it would be coming? It would be coming like if we talk about this, it would be coming into inside that because it is the first time of occurs clause. It would be printing COBOL, then it would be coming into the another sub after that, the second dimension of that, it would be printing like two times. So it would be printing two times programmer, then again going upside, then it would be printing the scene that it is a two time. So it was used as again printing COBOL, then it will be like it is also two times. So it is printing again programmers two time, and then it is going up. So it see that the limit is in expired. So it would be just printing the COBOL programmers, COBOL programmers. So this would be the result of that. I hope you understand that it is a bit different from other things, but just if you see like one thing that if it is like a gate only, like if you enter inside a gate, there are two simultaneous gates, you have to pass to that also to just move that. So just compiling that it is program number 7, just compiling this once for confirmation of the the confirmation of the result that what a result we were expecting it is same only or not. Submit a JCL, submit. Our JCL lectures are also bit coming soon, probably after when this lecture will be live. At that time, there would be JCL lecture also. So just stay tuned to our channel because we will be having multiple JCL channel, JCL in and out. We will be discussing everything in the JCL, that how they have been working, how they have been the function of JCL and everything. We will be starting from depth, starting from the base onto that, and moving towards the depth. Okay, just 17 number, saving it, submitting it as a GCL. Yeah. So what I have said, it would be coming today coming COBOL programmers, same thing. Like when it enters, explaining it again, like it enters, just let me just put it here. Like WS, the pointer entered into WSA, it saw that it is COBOL. So he printed that and let it and it again come. Just let me add a comment here. Yeah, would be not disturbing us. Putting 2 3 lines comment because it would be, I think we would be using that. Okay, so yeah. When it put to the WSA, so it just printed COBOL into that. Then it went to WSB, from WSC, it went into there. And then it see that it is also a two times occur clause is there two times. So it would be printing the next value two times, which is WSD. You would put programmers, then again wrote the spelling mistake I just made. Programmers that again. Yeah. Then it would be again going to the upper loop because the its validity has been ended because we have written only two times. So that is going again presenting WSA. So it is said it is two times. So one time it has been processed. Second time it is went to inside. It is seeing the COBOL again. So it printed COBOL again. Then it is going again to WC. It is again saying two times. So it would be just moving two times once again, which is WSD. So it would be printing programmers. Okay, yeah, you got that. This is how the result has been built. I hope you got that. I just put a more emphasis on that because it is a bit different from other things, and it has been in the explanation also in the going also it has been different. So I just put a more emphasis into that. That how it has been working. Just working is going towards another topic after that now. Okay, yeah, just see the one multidimensional array also. We have just put in this case when occurs clause is 5 times and it is 12 times. It it is a five region, sorry. When it would be going into one at one time, it would be going inside the occurs clause. It would be taking the one value and it would be printing for all the 12 months because it is on the monthly sales. If you see, it is occurs 12 times, so it would be just printing, displaying that report of 12 months, and then it would be going up and on the region occur clause where it would be taking the second number, then it would be putting for every month. At that time, processing of data, and that time basically tables are used more. Okay, and now we are just seeing searching and updating the tables. How searching and updating tables can be used. Tables can be searched sequentially or updated dynamically. And that if we talk about a sequential search, like this method checks each element one by one until the match is found. Like many of you have heard about linear search and binary search. If we talk about, there are two things into that. If we talk about in COBOL, there are search and search all function. If we talk about search, it is a linear search. It checks every element by element. I will be seeing the practical example. I'm just giving you a taste of that you comes into that zone. It just check one by one, that how it is working. And if when we're talking about the binary search, we know that how the binary search is working. It is move the table into the two halves and just do that operation. So it is working in the search all. And if when search and search all are being used, when we want to search a big from a big string, we want to search anything, or we want to just move it again and again, find any document for that, find any character for that. That damn search is important. And updating is also ineffective as same. When in a big string or big culture, you want to update something, and by searching that, so at the time update has been used, we'll be seeing a searching example practically, just moving towards that, into that. Yeah, just moving towards that. It is a program number 18, occurs clause 18, time. Just see the program and that how you are getting on that or not. Same thing. Yeah, got that or not. WS table. When we are declared a table, as we all already we are doing that, and on the other on the sub element of that, what we have done, WSA pick of one occurs clause 18 times, indexed by I. Okay. And then we have what we have done, 01 WS search pick of A, value is M. Okay, got that? And why I have given it in 18 times? Because there are 18 characters in the WS table. I will be providing 18 characters. If you see in the procedure division, I've seen A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. There are 18 characters into that. Then I have transferred to the WS table. So it would be capacity of 18. It should be occurs 18 times. So for storing that. Okay, probably you got that now. And there is one more thing I just want to put. When we are, I just intentionally have wrote set here. So what set means? Set is used to set the value. Like I already told you, that is English like syntax only. So what set does? Set the value towards, like it is written set I to 1. When I want to set a different value to a different thing, set M to 15. So it would be setting that. So at that time, when I want to set the value of anything, I will be setting it. When I want to upgrade that one, it would be set up by 1. I will be writing that. When I want down by 1, I would be writing down by 1. So just explore the set ones. It is a very simple thing and it is very basic, but I have just put an example of that here. Set I. Why I am using I? Because I have used I here only. That's why I wrote I. Why you would be asking why is it I? Because I'm indexing by I. Why index in used? It is index in used to move the by index to index. That time index in be used. So this is an entire example of array or table, that why it is used. Occurs also, indexed also, set also. Everything can be used in this concept. Okay. What index means, that index by we have put in characters, we'll be just moving that towards the iterating table, transferring the table, we will using that character. So we have just put that. Okay. So search WSA, what I want, search WSA in the WSA, what I want the character, like on which string I want to search on WSA. So I have written search WSA at end display am not found. Why I have written at end? What is the meaning of at end? Like if we are transferred the entire string, I have transfers occurred 18 times. I haven't got the thing. At that time, you have to display am not found in the table. And when WSAI, what is equals to WS search. At what WS search, see the value it is M. And what WSI here is, it is 1. Okay, so what it means that when the value of this WSA matches to WS search, display the letter M found in the table. This has been used to search a character or an element in a table or a string. That is why we use this. And then we are just putting and search into that. We're putting the stop run. Just let me terminate this. We'll be moving towards the compilation of that. Like if you see in this string ABCDFJ, we have M here. So what the result should be? M letter found in the table. So just we'll be moving forward to that now. Just saving this. Just compiling, just executing this now. Submit as JCL. Submitting it. Yeah, letter M found in table because there was letter M. I think you got that. The how these are been working into that. If you haven't got that, just see this example again by explaining, and you will be getting that. When I also started learning tables into Google, I also got difficulty. In day one, we can't achieve anything. So just see this again, you will be getting that concept that how tables have been working into that. Okay. Just moving towards the presentation now, towards another topic. Now it is best ways for using the tables into the COBOL. Like here are the more effective ways that what we can do. Define appropriate size. Like we are not using the over allocated memory. Like we know that our data set will be of only 100 occurrences, and we are setting up 15,000 or 100,000 occurrences into that. It would be wasting of memory. Using effective looping when we want to automate it, when we want to iterate it. So such we will just putting that effective using into that. Okay. And when we're talking about the multi-dimensional array, use simplifying tricks into that and simplifying name that it is simplified easily. Okay. And simplifying logic also into that because many times it makes a thing a bit complex for everyone to understand. So that was it. That was for today. Like in this session, we have covered many things like how the table is processing, what is table, why it is, what is table in different things, what is array. Table and array are different from each other. How we have been initializing a table, accessing a table into that multi-dimensional table, search and updating operations. Like this was the entire in the this session we have declared into that. Okay, oh, the practical demonstration is also there. Yeah, we have discussed this slide, single dimensional, multi-dimensional, sequential search. We have already discussed this in detail about that. So in the coming up session, that what we will be discussing about many things, how file is been handled into that, how operations into an input file, output file we have been operating into that. So we will be discussing that in detail into that for today's lecture. This and we'll be just meeting into another session. Thank you, everyone.